Adishima me mamunyi na adwo mama kwaba eba United Television so ye no siampam kase boy saka fi o man ana fa mahodo bi so na bra so a ya boa no ye de ebrem na ka mo se aboafo ekura mu mede kase boy ebrem eye special ice nsuo de woto mu ana de wo sachet mu nyina no ya so no se koroji obi aba no bia no ama na hoden this way chocolate drink and then the coffee drink and no so nkwa mansa nyina agya tum so no mu a ama nipadua na hoden ye pa best possible sales e boa me se kase matumi agina COVID-19 abremu na fe best assurance nso abu ni padua ho ban ye be di fufu a na eni fufu liter be kwan so de eye de nyumeko ne boa ame de kasebo no abrem na de be di makotere no ebi nie
osofo wampani abodi din so nkohwe wiemu bobre ensam so e kire se galamse be kode a o se excavator no ye jai kra eba oman yi mu
aba beto dwa se wo mu ana agisika ewo kotoka wiem hyengi na bre tesi aye yi no omda to dwa kyerem se etumi nya bedwoko bi hwehwe se hwan na hye kyire
sanso ana bibre mato ECOWAS meche West Africa ministers anasa asofo a wo hwa attention na afia mafoforo so ensem no eba ehyiemu ewo oman Ghana mu
ye be hwe COVID-19 enuro eye vaccine ya ebe oman Ghana ne wo mu no hefo ne bedi kan wo hyehyɛ be na ewda ho ye bedi ho nkomo
ye rekasebo ebrem yi din ede Anim Addo minimia
Agya Kwabena
ye hye nsem na se ana ye komra hye bedwam na ya hwe ene omo tutu asoafo na no na asoafo amampani aboni din se onkohwe wiembobre science and technology eso Dr. Kwaku Afriye edinsem bi atudwa na se wode tudwa na kyese galamse hu ensem a wo bisa no se ebede no man yatumi akono okiremu a de beboa ne se excavator fidi a yedi tu fama gudie no se ebeboa giso man egya ye hu nsem kakra se okirese wo hwe na bakwasema afi 1989 na man ye sha se ye kra eba o man mu ne yedi kotu galamse ene ne keka na de no ana edi atisha ha oman eye galamse hu nsem fama gudie esensuo ni ade enti se be ye de a ebribi mu no galamse kra de ba eye excavator ba oman mu de yenya ne no be galamse no hu nsem no ato.
It was with the introduction of heavy earth-moving equipment that the menace became very, very serious. And indeed, there was one empirical legislation. In retrospect, I believe that it was wrong. 1989, mining with heavy earth-moving equipment, small-scale mining, was legalized. And that was the bane of Ghana's environmental problems. That was the beginning of the menace that we're in here. If you want to mitigate it, again, I see solace in the fact that it should be multifactorial or sectorial approach involving society. But first, we must even educate ourselves and know the nature of the problem, because it is about a balance sheet situation. There are certain communities, if you step there, you want to abolish galamsey, you'll be chased out. So we must have an honest discussion what we want, because governments upon governments have tried to stop that stem that tide without any solution in sight. If I may profess some solutions. First, technology, we must roll it back. Two, we must have a national dialogue and say that our generation is becoming perhaps too selfish. The gold in the bowels of the earth in Ghana does not belong to our generation alone. So we must regulate it severely. We should have a law that says that based on the available resources that we have, perhaps no more than 50 square kilometers should be mined at any point in time. I'm using that as an example. Just like we regulate frequency moderation in this country. But even more importantly, we should have a census of excavators in this country, and we should even consider a temporary ban on them.
COVID-19 yare ebe amaya hodro no etu anamon se na be obetumi abre na se mu bi ene se omohwe se enura hodro betumi abo de tia yare vaccine no omuguso de den de ama bibiri ye no manga na nso ye nso esese ebu bi ne no and na so ye hwe nkrato onsam so ne so ye hwe apomdu onsam so a chirichiri mu okwan obafa so asa vaccine yi yan ye Ghana fon so yenso yensa beka ye de na okwan obafa so a omude be ye adwuma.
We all need to be vaccinated, and it is my plea on behalf of government that you support us in this drive. The only single antidote now that we haven't found any medicinal concoctions to do COVID. We don't seem to have options. We cannot continue to live in the COVID environment forever like this. So we all have to do something, and that thing should be done as quickly as possible. Our success in this campaign we are just about to embark upon will depend not only on government, not only on those of us who are at the front line, but you are going to play a very significant role in getting our message to our people. The Information Minister will continue to engage you. And I believe what we have heard here this morning, and after you have asked questions for clarifications to satisfy yourself, you have a lot to also put into the public domain on our behalf.
Ebibiri motoe amman a ekom ho abom ECOWAS asoafo bohwe atentene sanso na amafoforo so ensem no aba behie mu ewo man Ghana no mampani na nke wo se odinanum nsem ekotudwa na ebie ye dwumadi na no nanso wantumi ankonti orod mpabo de shema Michelle ya ekobotwe ono ene ekogina mu a obi edwumadi ano.
The duty that has been entrusted to us by the heads of state is a solemn one. Indeed, we cannot purport to effectively carry out the duty without deeply reflecting on the reasons behind the growing interest of third states in our community. We should also be reminded by the geopolitical considerations and its underpinnings. To the keen observer of developments in our region, the single markets that our region offers and its attractiveness for trade and investment, including the fact that our population is youthful and increasingly educated. Those are the reasons, perhaps, for the high interest in ECOWAS. We should and must seize the opportunity, guided by the principles of complementarity and our shared values, to leverage these interests for the benefit of the citizens of the community.
We are gathered here today to consider and confirm the report of the team of legal experts appointed by the Commission at the direction of the Authority of Heads of State, as well as the proposed draft community test prepared for the Commission on the issue of accession by non-member states and the decision-making process. Your Excellencies, Ghana the past few days leading up to this meeting has had the privilege of hosting this team of legal experts, as well as delegates to the 5-member state committee appointed by the Commission to oversee these reforms. I would like to commend the team of eminent legal experts and all the distinguished delegates for the work put in to provide us with this comprehensive report and the draft supplementary act for our consideration. The outcome of this meeting will provide an important resource for the Council of Ministers and Authority of Heads of State and governments as they deliberate and approve a legal framework for providing the criteria for third states who express their desire to accede to the ECOWAS revised treaty. We must be mindful of the fact that the outcome of our deliberations here today will have far-reaching impact on our relationship and interaction, as well as an economic community of states for the present times and also for posterity.
Aswafa ye mampani apa wo se ye ji omutu mo meboa no mani mu oman yi no emu bako ni onunyafo kwese mo akwato ye oswafo a mampani apa no se wo me swafo behwe akwan ne akwantepa ho semso na bra ye veti ni bisa ne sema wodo bi efa ne wo ye se ne bebetumi abo metumi ye akwan hodo na wo kire se eye to wa yitua e wo to butu ahodo no mu no ye batum sika sa sika na ye benya no ebebo ama yetumi aye kwan no na YTV ne ahyenkafo ne bomu a worker so ampotamu din ko bi sa onsanyi bia sanse momhu ne san se mo ka ne se ahene he kwan ye tutu ai tantantantan yi no wo ne aban anya adwene
Ebron munyafo akwesi mo akwato so afo hwe akwane akwantimpo so ekọ Ghana Mashibedwam Veti Committee animu no wo kire mu seto na yetuatua wo akwantimpo awodo so ne yeba betum esanse no ne kwampa betimi aboa ama akwan hodo aseye monchimonka yesiesie na afesu anya sika ede aye foforo wasese ba no sa ebeboa Ghana pa ama yakwantimpo awodo no aye kama ne yetimi akọ ede abantem.
The research that has been done in my ministry on the average toll rate is around $1, and Ghana $1 is close to 6 cities. But here people pay 50 pesos for toll rate, and if I am giving the approval, is one of the things I'm going to do immediately. And it has to go to cabinet first, proposal of increasing the toll rate, and it will come to this honorable house. And I believe all of you, everybody here will support it, and Ghanaians will also accept it.
Eti UTV ye ne wona kaso ato butro mutwa to ni bi kasaye eno mo se eja wo so afo idie etwere bi no mo ka asema mo nwe Ghana fo ho kora wa hwe ekwan na mo so ene sika mpem ni ma ye tua na esusu mu ntimi nya hwe no mo gi bi aka ho de be pa na kire se mo gi a mo de be ye adwuma no sei eno mo kasaye
enya kra so aban so ben kwesi to de enya kra 50 pesos kwa yesu because isi na mtwa U10 no isi na mtwa U10 man ko bibia o me se ni pa wo na mtwa U10 isi am ko kaso a ntinu 50-50 minya faso bia wo so enya kwa aban onjai
kwan we na won hwe traffic e wo so na wo say be increase to a ye be ndan say we traffic o fa no be increase to no a o so my roads no be kwan be 5 roads and ye nam so nya traffic dia na we increase there be ti ase na say ye that traffic we that traffic dollar para wo be adwuma be the traffic me 2 hours 3 hours na wo ru adwuma ti za be to dia ye ti ase
ye do be bia ye wum bia ni be oye kra se de bi twan sa na bi twan
o road na bi hu ye enye eze Anim one particular Anim one enye kra able so about traffic has to traffic too much o am sure no yen hu ye mai and so we increase
the way I quantity no so we say be increase dia sabe ya kakra because we hwe Anim baby ti so si adan a the way I ho matutu no udu am kra na wan ya hwe ya ubetimi do ka no kra akunya accident because afana ya kaka no kwa no wo kwa san edere na sisia ya san to petrol mu ya nsa ya ho chinya dada na wo san so ba to butu mu a aja say ye ya djuma na ya no kwa na saka kan be ya na ra hwe ya ye ne ya maro ani na wo say ye di tia ma ba no nti to ne de ho tuma sabe ya ba ha ye because ya ho chinya dada ya ho chinya pa ya ho chinya
o increase ya nya de be boa ye because they say na djuma no akofom because of yare na ewo mu no ntino satan adwuma na kofon wo kai kra fitika so aton maya menya nipa batuduru ato no de te se den wo so utwa so one city no kra ampo no ye ntimi because uko ubetwa oba ubetwa nti at the end of the day no bon say more na ababidi tonum ebu metimi ko 4 trips ebu on so 3 trips ni nyina wo so utwa on this house am be increasing in certain here ye wo mu dia e be high because obe pon no kra no be titifu 36 be wi no unya hwe
ye kwa ma so na akopie mo fifiri mantemu krobia ne din de fete kakraba asase ho mentebe ho asibi aba nti ye sento ni Jacob Kubi e wa ahoma no so ye ne mo nkomo ne entie de ekoso pa Jacob otebe nka ma wadwo eba anwumeka sebo iso
mejo so Anim
Hifa poti pa na ojina ofete kakraba.
Sisi amenu ka se ye fi fete kakraba abatin Gregory Hospital wo Kaswa Liberia camp.
Asembe na esi.
Okay. Eya abra ya abeda ye konso ha ya din bebebe. Eya aban ne se odi nkofo na wona wonya yare ni bi ebeba gumwa fete. Nti eba ne sa no ekba ne se kromu hofo no a omwo gumwa fete hop no. Na omo yemu ehise omo pa esan se efi bia eya asori na ye di nkofo na kogu. Eba kromu ho no enhyeda enwasa. Nti ema nananum omwo gumwa fete. Ekoko yi asase kakaka to wo se anka aban beti hospital wo so a omode be ma wona omonya yare bi na ka omo akwa kwatrim besi ene omonya nya bibia wo so hono na krofu from so a ebe gumu afete hono so si hono eyo omode a omo se from fete kakraba sese kakaba almost sa bia na ye de ama aban san ka on fa besi hospital no omo dia esa sa asase ne da ho a aban be ye su bibia ntino obi a sori na wakoso we sori na wakoso sa ene dey na ye afa fo na ye guma sese kakaba fo no e de ho akoma ye asori for business anka omo mba be ye omo be si omo asori dan e wo so na sese kese so baby aha no ya da ne dia ma aban nti ye ma ho kwan e ko ye pinche mini wo kasa sisi yi de ya bo nkofo baako enan etuo ya bo nkofo baako enan etuo baako ye de sikan so etwika ne tum e de aka ho na mienu na ya bo mutu o ma akoko ma no omo so mini wo kasa afiansa ye hu se obi eda bush ni ma omo nam kwa so omo kwa akofa omo kwa akofa no. Hello.
Jacob, na a police for abaho. Omo kwa ko hifo na kwa ko fa di pa no da nwura mu no.
A police for no edna erdi one eye omo prepra na ye de omo abasin Gigori hospital. See omo ha say no. Hospital ne say epra one eye abubo motuo no epra no. So cha omo ahodin so say ye de omo kwa unibatrama. Nti see omo kwa ko fa menu na omo ya bo muto na omo gugushi no aka sa menu we hu e da kwa unibatrama. Minu ta say afano omo mienu ni nyina obi a ante ne ho ase nti ne moto okada yi e nam kro we mu po na ke say ohia obi a oyo opposition dia e na omo de best so na nyame cha de kasa police for no any labra camp police for no aba omo ye eduma pa ba mi so me nka me ka say member ba no e do so e chen police for a omo wa ha say bambofo betumi ebibia beka ho a na ka ebebo ayi pa
Jacob maminti we mfi wa brebe na asemi e hya ase ene dey brebe na hya ase awia anase anwumre ya
asem na nkasa ne hya ase be se 5:30 e wo wure mu ho be se 6 ya e na omo bedu hospital ha sei
Jacob ye beda ase ye de ani bedi akire na de to aso bia so ye de ama yahwefo Yenua Jacob Kubi na ene twetwe nkomo efri eye fete kakraba ene mpatemu asase wo mentemu ase ene nipa bi etu akwakoka omo no
Yebetu ka shebo no so na yekwapu mantemu na yenua Michael Akrofin so e wo hamane boys aka firi ho kire se Ghana National College School ba kwa agidi nipa okufurudua na bra chekirefo no ni abra wo mo kira de no na Akrofon so wo mu fie ye de omope Michael Majo na teacher for no bombonguru na nkrofo no kwa na se office na nkrofo ko wiwi aniema
ombongulu eka ho na staff common room enso eka ho bongolo enso ai wo sukumu ho no mo na omo mutumu ode ya kromfo na omo mbu adwuma atechefo eye Ghana Senior High School ye fe ne Ghana se wo kofo de afija so na eye nza atechefo no efi omofie na omo koso makoche nkwala na dia na konfu so agresi eye school ni mu na chefe bongolo wo ho no on bi mu se so na omanya omo press no bi ma yisika en the teacher for no be ba no no mo niema even kra niema kwa chef fridge mu a omo kwan etia na omaye kra na konfu ni yi no ma tam ni suspan ni na say ade na nkwan ni gum no mo de ko na chefe o makodi we your hawa e dia bia chef for ne pa ma dodo na no ma japade agodo ayira enam akomuka for no esom the sayo ni yeta to me ye ni headmaster or the school na no owura Jacob Afo e ko tutu komo mo sisi bia say no kre ahwehwefo so mo ho akwa etwam ana say nipa bonfo abewi yo munema e wo ye bongolo mu no omo so ni bi e kasa mo mo kire say ade e hom yi pa e san say omo wo school ho na ye adwuma e na afi so omo kwa kire mo fadia e sigen na omanfo timi basukum ho no na bongolo ensom wotin be bubu bia dan ani na omuwia niema enye bra ahyasie anase ahyasie nie beye enfide ni wo mu a bongolo ni ebu ani wo mu a bongolo mi ensa ni ebu ani enene na nam so a me no ekase na wotwe wie ya betum ani bongolo ensom omuwie ye na nso wa na wotwe wie mu no headmaster basukum na na yefe no owura Jacob Afo chefe omo staff common room krampo eye TV ebo kakaka akofo no tumi ba ya ba staff common room abeyi TV no kampo afi ho afi achechefo books ni ade bi a ebu ani nyama bi amu hiom te calculator ni ade no almost so ani nyina so e de koye na enkomba no we bisa say so nipa ben for ne be yes ade no chefe oba eye kofodia Ghana se ti ho nyina tri dade enam honom eho aye camp ye for bonkem na we base e wo kofodia nyina na eho ena na himfie ewo there's a man for good war nechi school war nechi and a real movie or honum and nothing to I'm a pro a real offense to go so oh nagidi no more bonkem nakes or moko post if alcohol and maybe gray some work with uncle for much ma na je woman no ma sen aba omo super no ma ba and it's almost fair uncle for no nam ho mu wi ni ade ade e wo so ade a honum omo na cheche for no school pe no ma huri esi school no ma be big na na something yes school no Yene police commander over Figasi, DFP Akolache Young, Education Command Sese, Omunda so, Fabia Meno Ekase, Obagana Smuanoma, Patriotim, Abahanoma, Bonkemu Hall, will be a moon we near the other moon say we base Elkofudiano, and you are sorry, no, not just only that to Kita, we base meaning as no, I did some pan, and Tinania Apostle, our Ghana's near house too much, so Jabin Yadomanu to say. Aban emeyo mumwa na se security for ne be form dodo ana se police for be na mo na bia o ma bon hu ban a e be bo ana se we base na nkofo ewo hono wo pamo ni na enfree e hono na abo mu e ma be kire etunya akoso e su wo
Ewe beda wase ye nua Michael Krufia ne bo ne tin se wifo no mo ko han nko hye ne bofo mo ni so no madwene mu a na ada ne so ko bokro no ti sa se bu so be di akiri be fi be bia no ye ba ma ya hwefo atini nyina
ya to ansa no so ane da ni e de akọ Food and Drug Authority ho na ya hwe vaccine fi amanone ba coronavirus 17 na pani oda dwumako ya no eye maame mimi da ko e kire se amafo bebre e kasa se edo ye be emwa na de no se o ma check bibia enti obi ayi ehun firi mu se mo de edo ne ba onwo bi.
The Food and Drugs Authority has used what we call the emergency use authorization pathway to authorize the 2 vaccines that we have at the moment. That is the Covishield, is the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine manufactured by Serum Institute of India, and what you call the Sputnik V, which is manufactured by a company in Russia. Now, emergency use authorization is a pathway that we use. That pathway is just to ensure that a needed medical product, especially in a pandemic, is made available in a timely manner. So the only thing that is different in emergency use is that we do it quickly. We have not bypassed any safety or efficacy standards that we would normally look out for. We just ensure that we do it faster so that the product can be made available in a quick and timely manner. So just to assure you that all the things that we have to do to ensure that a vaccine or a medical product is safe, we have done for these 2 vaccines. As you were told, after the vaccine has been authorized, as with every other product, the safety has to be monitored. And we have put together a nationwide safety surveillance system. That is the same system that we use for all vaccines that are used in the country. And every person who is vaccinated will be followed up actively to ensure that any adverse event that they experience will be reported, it will be managed, and it will be, the causality will be assessed. Sometimes you can experience an adverse event that may not be related to the vaccination. So we look at every adverse event report to ensure that we have assessed what we call causality, to see whether it was related to the vaccine. We will do this follow-up with the EPI, and it is nationwide. So no matter where you are, if you are vaccinated, you will be followed up. We will do this through a system that may use phone calls. We launched an app called the Med Safety app in 2019 that you have on your phone. So if you are vaccinated and you experience anything, you can report it. There's an online reporting system, there's a hotline, and there's there'll be dedicated safety numbers, mobile numbers that you can also use.
I was for UTV and you make us a bona good so she try ho age abo afro nkrato abaya ba e beto adwumade no so